Hey guys, we are live with Clarence Walton,
CEO, SFPT. You know what it is. How you doing?
We are starting a new series called Wednesday Words of Wisdom with Walton. We're just going to dive right in here and get started with our first question.
You ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Why do you prioritize weight training over cardio, or do you?
Well, it really depends on what the client's goal is. For instance, you really should lift weights first and then cardio afterwards. However, if you're training for a marathon, your run is most important. You do the run first, and then you would train afterwards. Because you need the energy and the calories for the weights, and then the cardio will be extra afterwards. It's my main focus.
Okay. Do you count macros or calories, and do you suggest either one of those for your clients?
So for my clients, I do it all for them. It's simpler that way. If I count the macros, figure out the macros, and put together and have the right calorie count, I can tell them what they need. And that will put it even simpler as in the exact measurements of meat, veggies, rice. But to the client to do it, it is driving nuts. It's too much. It's overwhelming them. So the best way to do for a client when you count macros or calories or when they diet is the trainers should do it themselves and figure it out. So the client is so it's simple for the client to understand.
All right. So that's a plus for you and Clarence. He takes all the effort out of it, and you just have to show up.
Yeah, think about it. You don't want to do anything else besides come here, get pushed hard, sweat, work out, go home. You don't want to go home and think about, I got to read the back of the label. This is enough carbs, protein in this, and add up to what I had 2 meals ago. That's my job. All I want to say is eat this at this time. These are measurements. Go.
All right. What's your method of madness? Training for more on a HIIT. When someone gets started with you, you start training them doing HIIT workouts, and then you advance with weights. Once
again, because on that person's abilities and their goals. You know, I might look at them one day and say, we're going to go HIIT training. You know, high intensity intervals, stuff like that. I might start training the next day. You know, or like you, as instance, we were doing weight training a lot, and then you say you might want to do a show. I changed it up. I'm sorry, I had that backwards. We were doing HIIT first, I'm doing weight training. Mm-hmm. Right. So that's the main thing is their goals they're trying to do. And honestly, the best way for a person that want to lose weight is to circuit train them or HIIT train them and have them do cardio afterwards. You want to do too much heavy weight with them, it's probably going to be slow because you don't know how much cardio they're doing. You get their heart rate up and they work out through a giant set, like 5 parts, a 5 exercise circuit, they're going to still lose some weight. No matter what.
All right. I'm curious how you started your fitness journey. Have you always been fit, or tell me a little bit about that?
I mean, I played sports since I was like 8 years old. I was one of the few kids in the 6th grade with a 6-pack. You know, hate to say it. I mean, my friends did a long time ago. He was running track in high school. Like, man, he always had a 6-pack. In 8th grade, he had a 6-pack. It just, I started playing baseball when I was 8 years old, and played football, ran track. It's never stopped. So when I finished school, I went ahead and just kept on working out. I didn't stop after high school with just gain weight and get lethargic and sit around, go to the job world. No, I kept working out. I bought me a house and I had a full weight room in one of the bedrooms. I mean a full weight room. I mean 2 benches, 2 pulleys, over 1,000 pounds of weights in a room in my house.
So what are your top tips for beginners?
Top tip for beginners is get started. Get started. Do as your trainer says. You don't have a trainer. For 30 days. Most people stop up in this program within the first 30 days. They stop it. They get discouraged. They see results right away. And you're not going to. You're not supposed to. If it was, I'll be rich. Think about it. I wouldn't be here. I'd be somewhere in the Bahamas. No, but seriously, stick to it. Get you a plan and go and get advice. So get some help. If you're new to this game and you don't know how to work out, because you play football, you play basketball, softball, this is way different. Because if you play those sports, guess what? You had a trainer, you had a coach. He was your trainer. So you should be an instructor. So get some advice. I have a trainer. I have 3 of them, matter of fact. So yeah, get you a trainer, get some advice, get some help.
How many trainers do you have at Strength Factory?
Right now, that actively work in a week, maybe about 7. I have others that independent come when I need them to train, so probably about close to 12.
Okay. You know. Next question. For someone getting burnt out on their routine, what is your advice for them?
You know, it's really easy to get burnt out on your routine. It really is. I mean, by routine, you can mean a lot of different things. You can mean doing the same workout every day, doing the same cardio every day, or just coming to the gym every day. You can't get burnt out. So the rule of thumb usually is after about 6 to 8 weeks, take about 4 to 5 days off and relax and do yourself. And when I say off, I mean no weight training, no cardio, no gym work, nothing. Relax, clear your mind, get back at it. You know, this is a process that is it gets kind of hard after a while. You know, I mean, I get the same way. I get burnt out, get tired, but I know for my goals, I gotta push through it. So I gotta show that you guys, I'm here. I gotta be your motivator. If I fall off, guess what? You can fall off too.
That's true. So how do you think someone should kind of switch out the routine?
Yeah, okay.
The classes you have?
Yeah, so you should switch routines, I'm sorry. So if you're doing, say you go there, you're just doing cardio, right? And you're just doing a treadmill for the last 4 weeks, and now you get bored. So we use a simple principle called the FIT principle. Frequency, intensity, type, and time. Change one of those things. Frequency, how often you do it per week. Intensity, how hard you make it. The type of cardio you're doing, and the time. The time can mean what time of day and how long. Right. Now, in your weight training program, you're going to change the weights periodically on the same motion groups. Change the hand grip can change up a little bit. Or, excuse me, like she said, come to classes. We have classes through the whole week. Okay, we have Sunday medicine ball class in the morning at 7. We have Monday medicine ball class at 7 p.m. We have Tuesday 7 p.m. Zumba. Wednesday, 6:30, hip hop aerobics. Thursday, cardio rhythms. And Saturday, free at 8 a.m., cardio kickboxing. So just come to the class, change up a little bit, and go back at it. You know, you'll get back on track, believe me.
Awesome. Last question here. Are there any morning routines, tips, tricks to get your day started great?
For me, my morning routine, when I first come in to do my cardio on an empty stomach, it's called fasting cardio. I personally believe in it. Now, there's no proof of fact that works for everybody. I'll say that up front. Because depending on your body type, what you're doing, your metabolism, and how you work out in the afternoon, because of how it's going to work all day. But me, I believe that most people get up in the morning time, start the day off with a good workout, a good 30 minutes of working out, whether it's cardio or weights. It'll help start the metabolism. It'll help get their mind and blood flowing, help be more positive, and you feel better throughout the rest of the day. Think about it, when you came in the morning time, how did you feel afterward? Besides being tired, you know.
Well, it woke me up too.
Right.
So it was a good way to start the day.
Yeah. And then it gets you ready to eat.